you look around in society and all you see is men who are miserable. Guys who don't really have a purpose, who've probably married a woman they don't really like. These are the types of guys who longingly look at more successful men wishing that they could have that. You say to yourself that you'll make sure that this won't be you. You've got too much potential and it cannot be wasted. These men once had potential too. So what went wrong? These men lived hopeful lives but ended up falling into the same trap that all too many guys fall into. If you don't want this to be you, here are 3 things you'll want to avoid. Number 3 is the most dangerous one to fall into, so watch till the end for it. Number 1, instant gratification. Why is it that most guys have these habits? Now, why is it that most guys' lives end up staying the same? When you invest too much time into the wrong places, you end up deceiving yourself. You paint the illusion that you are in fact making progress in your life. Yet, how come you have very little to show for it? This is the consequence of embracing that which is comfortable in the now. When you chase quick hits instead of long painful graft, what results is a future of dissatisfaction that you wished you had spent your time doing something else. Your life stays the same when you play video games. Think of all the games you played in the past that you made so much fucking progress in. Where is the benefit of that in your current life? Nowhere. To avoid this trap, you need to build a life around delayed gratification. Pursue things which make your life easier in the long term. Learning a skill, building a respectable physique, reading books. These things require effort and offer no immediate payoff, but future you will be thankful for the work that you put in today because his life will be easier. Number 2, hoping things will get better without actually doing anything. When you live the same day in, day out, hoping shit will change, you set yourself up for a miserable existence. Let's say the habits and day that you've been living right now are the same that you were doing 3 years ago. Would it be logical to assume that these things are now suddenly going to change? If they haven't changed since 3 years ago, what makes you think they're going to suddenly change now? If you feel like your life is stagnating, look at what you can do. Look to see what you can change. Nothing in your life will change unless you change things in your life, but you can only get to this point if you don't fall into the next trap. Number 3, not questioning yourself. When you go about your life, looking externally for answers, you're creating an unsolvable problem for yourself. This is because when you look to blame the outside world for the way your life is, you are removing responsibility from you. When you do this, you remove agency from your life. And when you remove agency from your life is now in the hands of others, not yours. When you question yourself, you open up the possibility that your decisions are perhaps wrong. Most people don't do this because it hurts their ego, so they would rather blame the world. These people end up miserable and envious of others. When you start to question yourself, you start to see the flaws in your own judgment. Perhaps watching porn is actually bad for me. Perhaps I shouldn't be wasting my time playing video games. The more you do this, the more you start to understand yourself. And the more you understand yourself, the better decisions you end up making. You start to realise that you do have flaws, and you start to work within the realm of your strengths. This makes every aspect of your life better, as you become no longer driven by your ego, but by logic. You start to notice that people around you fail to question themselves. Being able to accept that you are wrong and actually celebrating it is a great thing, because the more that you are wrong, the more you have to learn. You've met people in your life who are somehow never wrong. They never question themselves. These people, for the most part, don't have good lives. This is because when you don't question yourself, you don't allow yourself to grow. You stay the same, and when you stay the same, so does your life. If you've enjoyed this video, like, comment and subscribe.